Hello, everyone, and welcome to the New York Empoleon's Week 9 Battle of the PBAL. We are going to be taking on Xilicks this week and the Detroit Torracats. He has been on a tear recently, but he did suffer a pretty tough luck loss last week. I think it was like 1-1, but HP he lost on or something. So here's the situation, and here's what's going on, and I just want to talk you guys through it. So we've clinched a playoff spot, right? Last week, y'all know that. We clinched a playoff spot. We then moved on to looking at how we were doing because we are 7-1 so far in a 9-week season, and so that is currently top seed. Now the second seed is 6-2, and only about 5 differential points behind us. So certainly not a guaranteed top seed, but top 2 seeds get a bye. And based on everything that's going on, I am guaranteed a spot in the top 2 seeds and a bye in the first week of the playoffs next week if I can get a differential of 3-0 or better, even if I lose. So like a loss of 0-3 or 5-2 or whatever, I still guarantee a bye in the first round of the playoffs. This guy, my opponent, Xilicks, has been, like I said, on a tear. So he's been, he's like 5-3 right now. So he can't close the gap and pass me in record, but he certainly can be the 3 seed. Now, if I lose this game and he's the 3 seed, there's a very good chance I play him in not the first round of the playoffs when I get a bye, but the very next round, right? So there's a very good chance I could play him back-to-back of my own weeks. So I'm bringing a team that I think, like, I thought about it for a long time. I was like, what do I do against in this matchup? I don't want to meme, right? Because his battle does matter for a lot of seeding, and my battle also matters for seeding, so I'm not going to meme. But I'll admit that I spent a little bit less time team building this time. Moving forward, I'm definitely going to look more closely at the matchup and be able to base what I see this match for later if I do end up playing him again. Now, if I beat him, I'm the guaranteed 1 seed. No questions asked, doesn't matter. If I lose, there's still a chance I'm the 1 seed, depending on what my opponent does. And if I lose 4-0 or worse, there's the most bizarre, crazy outside chance that I end up being the 3 seed. I don't think that's going to happen, but there's a possibility. So anyway, I'm not doing a team builder this week because, again, my team isn't like really thought out, thoroughly analyzed his team like I usually do. So I'm just going to go through the Pokemon really quick, and if I face him again in the playoffs, then you guys will get a more whole team builder. And I apologize for this past week as well, not uploading a team builder. I have it actually all recorded and everything. I just didn't find time to edit it, and that just didn't happen. So battle's up, but the team builder didn't end up getting recorded, or getting put on YouTube. So anyway, his team is Hawlucha, Diggersby, Lucario, Rotom Wash, Aromatisse, Drapion, Female Indeedee, Torkoal, Vileplume, and Dusknoir. So threats. And like I said, I'm not going to go through like all of the analysis of his team and my team and stuff, but I'm just going to give you guys a brief rundown of what my team is. So we're running a Gravity Focus Blast Reuniclus this week. You guys also might notice that I'm bringing some Mons. They're not memes. They're actually really good sets, but like they may feel a little bit more ridiculous. With Colberberry, Drapion can't 2-shot me with a Focus Blast or with a knockoff, so I go Gravity on the turn the Drapion switches in, Focus Blast 2, it KOs the Drapion, and I win that 1v1. Focus Blast guaranteed accuracy and Gravity, that's why that's really good. It's also really good against his team, since his resists, which would be his his Poison type, but it's Dark, his Psychic type, but it's also normal because it's Indeedee, and like everything except Hawlucha is weak to it, and Hawlucha doesn't one-shot me with anything, even at +2, since I'm max defense. Next up is my Sirfetch'd. Focus Energy Leak is guaranteed critical hits. That's amazing because close combat crit plus a quick attack crit kills the Hawlucha. So that's what I'm looking at. Quick attack crit does 30% to Hawlucha no matter what. So we're looking at guaranteed critical hits. Close combat, Brave Bird and quick attack hit his entire team super hard. Close combat, 2 close combat crits kills the Aromatisse, stuff like that. So we've got options. Next up is the Braviary. This is going to be Tailwind, Crush Claw, Brave Bird, and Defog. Tailwind is really good because it makes me outspeed him if he's doing speed things. Crush Claw, Life Orb, Sheer Force is really good. Brave Bird doesn't get the boost from Sheer Force, but still really, really strong against his team. His really only resists that are like Rotom Wash gets 2-shotted by Crush Claw, and that's it. That's his only resist to Brave Bird. So next up is Medius, the Dragapult, which is going to be rocking out with a Focus Sash, U-Turn, Psychic Fangs, Quick Attack, and Dragon Darts. This 1v1s the Hawlucha as long as there's no hazards up, because I take any one hit from it with the Focus Sash. Psychic Fangs, since Psychic Terrain is his terrain that he's getting, that'll OHKO the Hawlucha, and if it fails to do so because he got some bulk, which he might, Quick Attack should finish it off from there. So he can't sub because I have Infiltrator, so this really just like, as long as there's no hazards up, which is why my Braviary has Defog, this thing straight up annihilates him. Next up is my Lumberry Defiant Bisharp, which is going to be rocking out with Knockoff, Stealth Rock, Thunder Wave, and Iron Head. No Sucker Punch this week. I thought about it, but I just like the other moves better. And I didn't have access to another rocker, obviously, this week. As you guys can see, my Xilicks is doing something far more important. My Xilicks is going to be Rock Head, Dragon Dance, Head Smash, Heavy Slam, and Earthquake with the Blunder policy. So here's the situation that I'm finding, right? So I Dragon Dance once, and then I go for a Head Smash as he goes into his Rotom or whatever, and then I miss my Head Smash, and then Blunder policy makes me +3, and then I outspeed Scarf Diggersby. Let's see you guys back here in a minute. I'll jump in with that battle. That's the team that we're rocking out with, so I'll see you guys back here in a sec. All right, everyone, welcome back. We are going to jump right into this battle. I did the whole intro already, so I don't have to do it now. But yeah, if you guys are excited for this Week 9 battle, let's get into it. Let's see what happens. So Xilicks is here. We are joined, and we are ready to go. So he is going to be bringing the Indeedee, Drapion, Hawlucha, Aromatisse, Lucario, and Torkoal. So it's interesting. I made my team this week. Normally I try to think, like, what Mons do I think they're going to bring? And I think his scariest Mons to me were Rotom and Diggersby. But I made my team this week and was like, I don't care. I'm going to prep for everything. So I actually feel like I have Mons sort of designed to do things against everything. But if there's one thing I'm noticing, he doesn't have the Rotom. He doesn't have the Diggersby. Which means the Xilicks is pretty much unthreatened. As long as this Hawlucha doesn't, like, set up, you know? So fast Hawlucha's fine, I can take a hit from it, but as long as he doesn't get, like, super set up, then Xilicks goes pretty unthreatened. Now, Torkoal's a problem. I do want to watch out for that thing trying to set up rocks on me here. Especially in the early game, because that would ruin my Dragapult strategy. But I do have my Braviary that can potentially handle it. So, I'm going to lead off with my Bisharp. Actually, if he's going to lead with his Torkoal, that's my expectation. Then I think my best lead is going to be my Sirfetch'd. Although I want that thing for later. Yeah, we'll just lead with the Bisharp here. And if he takes it out, he takes it out. It isn't the end of the world. I expect he's going to try to want to get rocks up here. Alright, got all 6 in. And we'll jump into the battle. I expect he's going to try to get rocks up early. I think the Torkoal is going to be his lead. Now, he does have the Lucario, so I do have to watch out about spamming knockoff with my Bisharp. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. So... You know, knockoff's really, really good against his team in general. Obviously, it does trigger the Unburden on the Hawlucha, even if he gets the item knocked off. And Krakatoas, that's going to be the Torkoal. That was, you know, I thought he'd do it, but I didn't really have anything more that I wanted to lead with here. Does he set up the Sun? He does set up the Sun. So he's going to kill me with any attack, but we're going to trade rocks. And I want to break any sashes that he has, and if he kills me, he kills me. He doesn't get his own rocks up for the first turn, which is fantastic. And if he does set up rocks, then I live the first turn, which is also fantastic, and can continue to use my Bisharp in the later game. So yeah, we're going to set up our Stealth Rock here. He's probably going to set up his own, or he's going to kill me. One of the two. I'm not sure which. And there's the Flamethrower, so that should annihilate me. There's no reason that I should ever survive this attack. So Torkoal kills Bisharp with Flamethrower. And I think Bisharp did its job. It wasn't a very flashy job, wasn't a very interesting job, but it was certainly a helpful job. So now I have a choice of whether going to Sirfetch'd or Reuniclus, and Flamethrower in the Sun from a Torkoal isn't going to kill my Sirfetch'd. And so I think I want to go into Sirfetch'd here, since close combat, crit, does a lot of damage. So I'm going to go into Torkoal, or not Torkoal, I'm going to go into Sirfetch'd. Flamethrower won't kill. Eruption could, but he can't just safely click Eruption, right? Because I could just go for a close combat here. But I really want to click Focus Energy, because then anything dies. Literally anything dies. Because I think his Aromatisse is not going to appreciate... what did he just go for? I didn't even see what that was. Oh, that was my own Focus Energy. Okay, are you Specs? If he's Specs, then I die. Oh, he's Specs. Okay, it's good to know. I didn't expect him to be Specs Torkoal. So, Torkoal kills Sirfetch'd with Flamethrower. Alright. So, now that I know that he's Specs Torkoal, does my Reuniclus even take one? It takes one. Okay, that's something. Xilicks won't take one. So yeah, I'll go Reuniclus here because it'll take at least one. And Psychic can 2-hit KO him potentially, depending on his spread. Let's see if we outspeed. Okay, Psychic. So yeah, I should have just gone for the close combat there apparently. So that's looks like a 2-hit KO. Flamethrower comes out. We should live 1 hit, and we do. And we'll go for another Psychic. He could go out into his Drapion here. He could also just stay in and maybe die. Yeah, okay, so we get the kill. That thing did a lot of work, though. Not gonna lie. That Torkoal did more than I expected. So Reuniclus kills Torkoal with Psychic. So he didn't set up rocks, though, which is really, really good. Because it means my Dragapult still does what it needs to do against the Hawlucha and stuff later. And I do have my rocks up, so the Drapion, which comes in here... Oh, that's the Lucario that comes in here. All right. Well, I'm going to switch out then. I don't have a ton of switch-ins for this. But I do have a Braviary that could potentially outspeed. It probably won't, though. Or I let my Reuniclus go down. And then go safely to Xilicks when this thing won't kill. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't know what he's going to do. I'm going to go for the Focus Blast. If he does try to set up Dark Pulse, that's going to kill. Even though I do have the Culver Berry. Okay, so Lucario kills Reuniclus with Dark Pulse. And he's Life Orb too. Okay. So you know you're not Scarfed. So Dragapult to Lucario. I don't have anything like specifically for it though. Psychic Fangs is doing a decent amount of damage. But then I lose my Sash, so I have to go into Braviary here. Although Braviary probably dies to hit any hit. No, it's going to take a hit. And can throw out Brave Birds, so that works for me. Yeah, he didn't bring any of his Brave Bird resists. And by that I mean he didn't bring Rotom, which is his only Brave Bird resist. So he could just attack. We will survive like a Aura Sphere. If he's mixed with like Rock Slide, I live a Rock Slide too, as long as he's not Adamant. Even if he's Life Orb. So we will live this Aura Sphere. Or we should live this Aura Sphere. Yeah. And so we'll take out the Lucario here. So Braviary kills Lucario with Brave Bird. And we're going to show our own Life Orb. Yo, this is going to be a slugfest here. So what do I have for the Aromatisse left over? Still the Xilicks. Indeedee comes out. How do you take these hits? You die to a Brave Bird? Do I outspeed you? Not naturally, but if you're not invested, then I do. I don't think you die to a Crush Claw. I'm just going to Brave Bird here. So he does outspeed me. He is invested. So Indeedee kills Braviary with Psychic. Okay. I'm going to go into Xilicks here, because Dragapult sort of is my only chance to win the game. Or actually, one of the two is my only chance to win the game. I don't know which one. This thing could have Mystical Fire. But I'm just going to click Heavy Slam, I think. So I'm not going to outspeed it at +1. Let's just double check. Heavy Slam also won't kill. If I'm not at +1. Yeah, I'll Heavy Slam. Shadow Ball is going to come out, so he doesn't have the Mystical Fire. Or didn't click it. Dead. He does get the Special Defense drop. Of course he does. It wouldn't have been into a KO, but... oh my god, that just annihilated it. What set was I looking at? I don't know what I was looking at, but that thing just killed it, so... Oh, that's max HP. If he doesn't, so he's just like offensive? I don't know why that killed it. Okay. So, Xilicks kills Indeedee with Heavy Slam. Alright, I think I just Heavy Slam you as well. I definitely don't switch out. Or actually, I could switch out, but that'd be a bad idea. And Heavy Slam does more than Head Smash, and I'm not outspeeding you with Head Smash anyway, so... HJK. Oh, man, if I'd switched out right there. Oh, man, if I'd switched out right there. And actually, maybe I should have, because I don't really have a way to beat the Drapion 1v1. But I've done everything I needed to do, right? I said I need to get 3-0 or closer, and I've done that. And if he stays in, then then I will... I jump, kick... Alright, so then... Hawlucha kills Xilicks with high jump, kick. Okay, Psychic Fangs comes out. Brave Bird comes out, so yeah, he's just gonna let himself die, go out into his Drapion. Psychic Fangs is gonna kill this thing. So, Dragapult kills Hawlucha with Psychic Fangs. And Drapion should finish me off here, since I have no way of OHKOing it, and it will destroy me with any attack. I could have gone... Man, if I'd switched on the high jump kick and had my Xilicks in the back, that could have potentially done it. But I've done everything I needed to do, right? So I didn't need to win this game in order to take the 1 seed in this league. If I get a double crit on Dragon Darts... Double Dragon Dart crit. Even then, I still can't kill Aromatisse. But... maybe he'll miss? Miss knockoff? But alright, so he is going to take me out with that knockoff. And yeah, we do take a loss here. Drapion kills Dragapult with knockoff. But that's okay, because that's all I needed to do to clinch myself a top 2 spot, and I really haven't given up a ton of information about what I would do in this matchup moving forward, right? So there's a chance. My opponent, the 2 seed right now, so just so everyone's on the same page, I was 7-1 at plus 24, so now I finished the season at 7-2 plus 22. The second place player is 6-2 plus 16. So he needs to 6-0 his opponent, and then we tie in differential, and I have no idea what the next... we've never played each other head-to-head, so I have no idea what the next tiebreaker would be. So if he 6-0s his opponent, then we end up tying in differential, and that's... that's what it is. Otherwise, I will finish as the 1 seed, regardless of the outcome of this match. So I really wanted to try this team out, give it a shot. Man, if I had switched on the high jump kick, that could have gone very differently, because the Xilicks would have survived any one hit from the Drapion, been able to potentially Dragon Dance, and then been able to outspeed the Aromatisse and OHKO it, and just EQ the Drapion, kill the Aromatisse. That would have been hype, dude, if I had gone... Oh, man, that would have been... I should have done it. I wasn't taking my time. That's totally fine. So we finished with that 2-0. We are guaranteed a spot in the top 2, and it's just a matter of whether or not we are the 1 or the 2 seed, which is sort of irrelevant at this point. It's just a matter of who we end up playing in the semifinals of the playoffs. But we are going to get a bye next week, no matter what, with the result of this battle, so I have no problem with it. Great game to my opponent. Obviously, Specs Torkoal really took me by surprise, did a lot of work in the early game, and we ended up just being behind by those 2 mons throughout the entire game. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys all back here in 2 weeks with one more battle at least of the PBAL. Excuse me, one more battle at least of the PBAL. Take care, everybody.